Hey guys, my name is Wale Farron. I'm a tech entrepreneur, and you are watching Tech RoundUp, your weekly opinion, views, and analysis of the top tech events happening around the world with a focus on Nigeria. On Tech RoundUp this week, we'll take a look at the rare upside of this current crisis, some tech businesses whose revenue are spiking, and we'll close the episode with possible impact of the coronavirus crisis on tech investment. As always, we have our number of the week. This show is packed, so let's get started. It seems every news outlet, every media platform, everywhere you look, it's all about this pandemic, and rightly so. The coronavirus has taken over the world. Granted, there have not been an alarming number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria, and we're grateful for that. As a matter of fact, the 2 recorded cases from the past weeks are now confirmed to be clear of the virus, which I think is great news. Although we are hearing of another 5 new cases. The pandemic is disruptive, and I think we're just beginning to see the impact. We're not even at the peak yet. There are already economic impacts and more to come. Many businesses are already experiencing a downturn. Apple, for example, one of the world's biggest tech companies, warned its investors recently that it will miss its revenue target for March because of supply chain disruption and fewer sales in China. However, as businesses and stock markets struggle to stay afloat, there are new opportunities in tech, and we want to talk about a few of them in this episode. 1. As more people work from home, there's a major rise in the adoption of remote collaboration tools like Skype, Zoom, and WebEx. The Zoom stock even went slightly up in a wild market swing that saw the Nasdaq index lose close to 15% in the last 5 days. 2. There's a bounce in subscription to internet services that provide higher bandwidth for customers, and content providers are able to generate more ad revenues with more eyeballs on their content. 3. There will be more subscription to educational tools for students from elementary to tertiary institutions as more schools close. 4. Subscription to streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Prime will surge, as you can imagine. And 5. Food delivery services like Grubhub and DoorDash have seen a bounce already in orders due to closure of bars and restaurants in the US and limiting services to takeout and delivery. Amazon says it will hire another 100,000 workers to deal with the increase in online orders. And we're going to see many more tech-enabled businesses spring up. Even though Nigeria is not hardly hit by the virus, are there unique opportunities presented by this ongoing crisis, and will Nigerian entrepreneurs explore those opportunities? We'll see. Obviously, we think there must be consideration for humanity first. And connected to our first story, we're reviewing the effect of this crisis on tech-related investments globally, but with more focus on the Nigerian tech space. Technology investment in Nigeria has been on the rise in the last few years, and we reported on this show that new capital close to $400 million was invested in the Nigerian tech companies in 2019. But this could take a nosedive this year due to the current crisis. Travel restrictions from coronavirus and evident instability in the financial markets are obvious factors. Earlier this week, the US stock market fell by 12%, the lowest recorded since 1987. Just last week, the Nigerian stock investors lost 1.85 trillion naira as well. This is causing investors panic and could cascade to private financing in tech as well. To help us understand and unpack this, I reached out to Deji at EchoVC to discuss this issue, and here is what he has to say.
Hi Wale, thanks for reaching out. I got your email on COVID and the effect it's having on tech investments in the ecosystem. For the sake of your audience, I will give a little background to myself and then run through the questions one by one. I think there are 3 in total, so I'll just read them out beforehand. My name is Deji Sasegbon. I work as the Director of Platform and Portfolio Operations for EchoVC. EchoVC is a seed and early stage venture capital fund focused on African-enabled businesses, African-founded businesses, technology businesses, that is. We are stage agnostic as well as business agnostic. So we operate in verticals ranging from healthcare to food, fintech, and the like. The first question you asked is, will this impact deals? If so, why? I don't believe so. I believe that, in actual fact, the amount of work that's going through our system right now is quite significant. It's a nod to the fact that we're working with technology-enabled businesses. A lot of the work we do is through video conferencing, speaking to founders, understanding their businesses, going through their product demos. Today I've had 2 virtual tours of 2 different businesses, 2 different, very, very different businesses in the way in which they operate. And also been able to understand the businesses a bit more from the demos that they've been able to showcase. So in terms of impacting deals, I don't think this is the case, and we've seen pretty significant announcements as well in other areas, or should I say in other communities, with deals that have just been struck. So I don't think that this is really going to slow down that process. In actual fact, more than anything, this is a great time to be able to showcase how your company and how well your company is able to weather such a storm in terms of what's going on worldwide right now. The second point, given that the impact was not significant in Africa, at least so far, do we expect the same level of impact on tech deals on the continent? So in terms of impacting deals on the continent, I don't believe that this really is the case so far. We've had a significant amount of activity, and I think it will stay the same. We are dealing with technology. What should founders be doing right now to raise capital? I think that in terms of being able to raise capital, it really is about being able to showcase how your businesses can weather the storm, because essentially this is the value you're trying to showcase to potential investors and to showcase about how great the product you're building is. So that's my 2 cents. I hope that you stay safe, and I wish the same to your audience. Thank you.
Our number of the week this week is $162.7 billion. That's the total value of tech investment deals that happened in the top 3 markets by that classification in 2019. The US tech companies got 116 billion, China with 33.5 billion, and the UK with 13.2 billion. Although the UK recorded the highest growth of 44% from the previous year. We love to hear your comments and feedback, so please connect with me on LinkedIn at Wale Faron and subscribe to the Tech Roundup YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. If you're a founder, you should take advantage of a new startup profile on Tech Roundup. Send us your video to be featured in upcoming episodes. If you are launching a new product, take advantage of the product launch segment on the show. Please remember to listen to Tech Roundup on Techie Talk every Wednesday from 1:30 p.m. on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM if you're in Lagos. Have a great weekend, guys. Stay safe and see you again next week. Good night. What should they do, guys?
Make sure to wash your hands and use hand sanitizer more often. And also stay away from people.
Stay away from people. All right. Good night. Episode 11. All done. All right.